Students, now we proceed to first stanza of this poem, that is the trees. One thing remember, we have discussed the outline of this poem and we find that the poetess has described the condition of women in the world, in the society. And what does tree symbolize? The tree symbolizes women. Here, the tree is an extended metaphor for women. Nowadays, what is happening? People have tendency of keeping trees, plants within four walls. Means people have tendency of keeping plants inside the room. In the figure, you can say several plants are kept within the four walls. And what is the tendency of plant? Or what is the place for plants and trees? Where do plants and trees live? We all know. Plants and trees live where? In the forest. They are the part of forest. They are part of forest. And what we are doing today, we are keeping forest within the four walls. That is the tendency of human being today. And in the figure you can see that how many plants and flowers are kept within the four walls. But remember, plants and trees are part of forest. Forest is a place, is a living place for trees and plants. We don't have right to keep plants and trees within the four walls. See the first line. The trees inside are moving out into the forest. The trees inside are moving out into the forest. Means the trees which are kept, the plants which are kept within the four walls, they are trying to move out into the forest. They have tendency to come and become the part of forest. But where are they kept? They are kept within the four walls. So here the poetess had described the tendency of the tree, the tendency of trees which are kept within the four walls. Trees want to come outside. This is the desire of a tree. The tree feels uneasy. The tree feels uneasy. The tree is not happy because the tree is kept within four walls. Tree is not happy. The natural inhabitant of tree is forest, not the four walls. Now they are kept within the four walls. The trees inside are moving out into the forest. This is a tendency of tree which are kept inside the room. We are kept within the four walls. As I told you, trees are the part of forest, and trees have tendency to come out, to become the part of forest. The forest that was empty all these days. Why? The forest that was empty all these days. Nowadays, what is happening? Forest has become barren. Now, forest has become barren. There is no forest. Forest is vanishing fastly. The existence of forest is in danger. The existence of forest is in danger. That's why that was empty all days. Forest has become empty. Why? Because trees are kept where? Within the four walls. Trees are kept within four walls. That's why what is happening? Forest has become empty. Remember, if forest has become empty, if in the forest there is no trees, there is no plant, then what will happen? No bird could sit, because generally birds sit on the branches of trees. But imagine if there is no forest, there is no trees, there is no plant, where the bird will sit. So now the poetess is thinking about such a forest that has become empty, means the place where there is no trees, no plants. So now she said no birds could sit, because birds used to sit on the branches of the tree, but there is no tree, so bird will not sit there. No insect hide. If there is no bushes, if there is no plants, if there is no trees, where insect will hide? Nowhere, because insects have lost their living place, dwelling place. Birds have lost their dwelling place, because the forest has become empty. Why? Because the trees are kept where? Within the four walls. No sun bury its feet in shadow. No sun bury its feet in shadow. Where will the sun hide itself? No sun bury its feet in shadow means two meanings are given. Where the sun will hide itself, or if there is no tree, no plant, then how the tree will make image of the tree? How will sun make the image of the tree or shadow of the tree? No sun bury its feet in shadow. No sun bury its feet in shadow. Shadow will not be formed. Why? Because the forest has become empty. The forest that was empty all these nights will be full of trees by morning. This is the hope of poetess. The forest that was empty all these nights will be full of trees by morning. This is the hope of the poetess. The trees which are kept away from the forest, that will not remain within the four walls for a long time. And next morning, what will happen? The forest will become the forest. The forest will be full of several kinds of plants and trees. Will be full of trees by morning. So here you can see the another meaning of night here. Night general, you understand what is the meaning of night. But here night means darkness, unawareness. And morning, you understand, morning here symbolizes awareness. Night symbolizes unawareness, and morning symbolizes awareness. When people are unaware, what is happening? The forest has become empty. Due to the unconsciousness of the human being, forest has become empty. Due to unawareness of the human being, the forest has become empty. But poetess says one thing: the day will come, the people will be aware. The day will come, the people will aware. And the moment when people become aware, what will happen? The forest will be full of trees. Forest will be full of trees by morning. Means the moment when people become aware, when their consciousness rises, when their consciousness rises, what will happen? When they will become aware, what will happen? The forest that has become empty, that will be full of trees. So यहाँ पे पोएटिस ने बताया ट्री की जो टेंडेंसी है वो बाहर आने की है। वो कहाँ आना चाहता है? ट्री आना चाहता है फॉरेस्ट में। क्यों? कि फॉरेस्ट ही उसका क्या है? ड्वेलिंग प्लेस है, निवास स्थान है। फॉरेस्ट का निवास स्थान कहाँ है? फॉरेस्ट। प्लांट का निवास स्थान कहाँ है? फॉरेस्ट। ट्रीज का कहाँ है? फॉरेस्ट। तो ट्री की ये टेंडेंसी है, ट्री की प्रवृत्ति है कि वो कहाँ जाना चाहता है? फॉरेस्ट, क्योंकि ट्रीज आर द पार्ट ऑफ फॉरेस्ट। द पोएटिस इज सेइंग, पोएटिस कहती है आज के दिनों में फॉरेस्ट क्या हो गया है? एम्प्टी हो गया है। क्यों हो गया? बिकॉज ऑफ द अनकॉन्शियसनेस ऑफ ह्यूमन बीइंग, अनअवेयरनेस के कारण और व्यक्ति के या लोगों के अनकॉन्शियसनेस के कारण क्या हो रहा है? फॉरेस्ट एम्प्टी होता जा रहा है। जैसा मैंने बताया कि लोगों की टेंडेंसी क्या है, प्रवृत्ति क्या है कि वो पेड़ों को, प्लांट्स को कहाँ रख रहे हैं? चार दीवारी में रख रहे हैं। और प्लांट चार दीवारी में रखने क्या चीज़ नहीं है, या ट्रीज को चार दीवारी के बीच नहीं रखा जा सकता। उसे क्या टेंडेंसी होती है? बाहर आने की, क्योंकि उसका निवास स्थान कहाँ है? फॉरेस्ट है। तो ट्री की इच्छा है कि वो बाहर आना चाहता है। वो चार दीवारी तोड़ करके कहाँ आना चाहता है? बाहर आना चाहता है। क्योंकि फॉरेस्ट इस समय क्या हो गए हैं? एम्प्टी हो गए हैं। जहाँ पर कोई पेड़ नहीं है, ऐसा फॉरेस्ट जहाँ पर कोई पेड़ नहीं है जिस पर कि चिड़िया बैठ सके और इंसेक्ट क्या कर सके? अपने आप को हाइड कर सके, छिपा सके। और सन क्या करे? उस पेड़ की शैडो बना सके, या उन पेड़ों के पीछे अपने आप को छिपा सके। ऐसा संभव नहीं है सन को करना। क्यों? क्योंकि फॉरेस्ट खाली हो चुका है। क्योंकि फॉरेस्ट क्या हो गया? खाली हो चुका है। इसलिए सन जो है अपने आप को पेड़ों के पीछे छिपा नहीं पाता है और पेड़ों की इमेज भी नहीं बना पाता है। क्यों? क्योंकि फॉरेस्ट क्या हो गए हैं? एम्प्टी हो गए हैं। लेकिन पोएटिस होपफुल है। बोला कि डार्कनेस का समय है, अनअवेयरनेस का समय है, इसलिए फॉरेस्ट क्या है? एम्प्टी होता जा रहा है। फॉरेस्ट दैट वाज एम्प्टी ऑल दीज नाइट्स, बोला कि आज जो फॉरेस्ट एम्प्टी हो गए हैं। क्यों? क्योंकि व्यक्तियों के अनअवेयरनेस के कारण, उसकी अनकॉन्शियसनेस के कारण जो फॉरेस्ट में एम्प्टी होते जा रहे हैं। पोएटिस होपफुल है कि मॉर्निंग में क्या होगा? फॉरेस्ट विल बी फुल ऑफ ट्रीज। क्यों? क्योंकि व्यक्ति के बीच या मानव में चेतना आएगी, अवेयरनेस आएगी, कॉन्शियसनेस आएगी। और जब ये कॉन्शियसनेस आएगी द फॉरेस्ट क्या है, पेड़ों से भर जाएगा, और फॉरेस्ट जब पेड़ों से भर जाएगा तो क्या होगा, बर्ड्स आएंगी, उससे बैठेंगी, इंसेक्ट अपने आप को हाइड कर सकेंगे, और सन क्या करेगी, अपने आप को उन पेड़ों के पीछे छिपा सकेगा या उन पेड़ों की एक शैडो बना सकेगा। ये होना संभव हो सकेगा कब, जब व्यक्तियों में क्या आएगी, अवेयरनेस आएगी, कॉन्शसनेस आएगी, चेतना आएगी। अभी क्या है, नहीं है। जब तक उनके अंदर चेतना नहीं है, अवेयरनेस नहीं है, तब तक क्या है, फॉरेस्ट क्या होते जा रहे हैं, एम्प्टी होते जाते हैं। नाउ अप्लाई दिस मीनिंग टू द वीमेन। नाउ रिप्लेस ट्री विथ वीमेन। Now replace trees with women. Now, as I told you that Adrienne Rich was a feminist. She had described the condition of the women in the society, in the world, with the help of the trees. When the women are kept within the four walls, what will happen? What is the tendency of the women? The tendency of the women is not to remain inside the room or within the four walls. The tendency of the women is to come out. Because they are not the part of the four walls, they are the part of the world. They are not the part of the four walls, they are not the part of a particular room, they are the part of the world. So their tendency is to come out of the four walls. Four walls, you can say, that is a kind of restriction, that is that kind of restriction on whom, on women. ये में जो बंदिशें लगाई गई हैं वो फोर वॉल्स से ही सिम्बलाइज कर रहा है. व्हेन आई से दैट व्हेन दीज वीमेन आर केप्ट इनसाइड द फोर वॉल्स मीन्स व्हेन दे हैव ए लॉट ऑफ restrictions, what is their tendency? Their tendency is to come out, to break the restriction, to become the part of the world. वीमेन जो है चार दीवार के बीच रखने की चीज़ नहीं है, बल्कि संसार की क्या है, भागीदारी है. तो उसको बाहर आना है. तो बोला कि जो वीमेन जो रखी गई हैं चार दीवार के बीच में, जैसा कि एंशिएंट टाइम में होता था, उनको एजुकेशन नहीं दी जाती थी, तो ये सारी चीज़ें थी. इन बंदिशों को तोड़ा गया, वो तोड़ के बाहर आई, उनको बाहर नहीं निकल दिया चार दीवार से. आज बाहर निकलती हैं. क्यों हुआ ऐसा? क्यों हुआ? क्योंकि लोगों के मन में अवेयरनेस आई, उन्हें कॉन्शसनेस आई, उनकी चेतना आई, ज्ञान आया. तो वर्ल्ड किससे भर रहा है? विमेन से. अदरवाइज what is happening? Women will be kept inside the four walls. They will remain there. They will not become the part of the world. वो संसार की भागीदार नहीं होंगी. और विमेन का स्थान कहाँ है? घर की चार दीवारी नहीं है, या रिस्ट्रिक्शंस नहीं है, उसे बाहर आना है, इस संसार का भाग बनना है. ये है क्या? That is the tendency of women. As the poet says, what is the tendency of the tree? To come out, to become the part of the forest. Okay. So that is all about the first stanza. So in the first stanza you have to focus that what is the tendency of the tree? The tendency of the tree is to become the part of the forest. But nowadays what is happening? The forest has become empty because of the unawareness, unconsciousness of the people. And the poetess has imagined the forest that has no bird, no insect, and the sun that cannot bury its feet in shadow. One thing remember, no sun bury its feet in shadow, there is a personification. Okay.